You really think that Baki can win? The great fighter 𝒮𝒾𝓸𝓁𝒂 was defeated. The reborn 𝒮𝒾𝓸𝓁𝓒 was crushed. Even the Hanma was beat. If those three couldn't beat him, then I'm not sure how Baki would.
Listen, old man. There's one thing Baki's got that the other three haven't got. As my blood runs through his veins.
Good grief, your ego is amazing.
You took my slaps as an insult, and it got you mad enough to want to fight. Ever since you were born, you weren't fighting out of hunger. You were fighting out of pride.
Yes, the battle has begun. Baki is the champion of the age of dinosaurs. I think Baki is trying to teach him that fighting is more than just a means for hunting and eating. He's teaching times like now, when you have to fight to defend your pride.
Kill or be killed? No, it's not about that. Pickle, not trying to kill each other. See, not every fight has to be a fight to the death.
They're too high. That's a fall of nearly 70. No, of nearly 100 feet.
Uh-oh, here comes the ground.
Pickle, maybe. But for Baki to enter a fall from that height, is Baki Hanma really that tough of a warrior?
Is he even conscious?
Lungs. Which explains why I'm barely able to suck in any oxygen. Metallic smell. That's blood. I feel like I'm gonna fall to my knees. Collapse on the ground. It's like my legs are holding up a giant rock.
For how tough Baki is, there's no way he wasn't hurt. I'm surprised he can even stand.
I have gone too far. I treated this plaything. Please get better. The humiliation of seeing his opponent pray for him was too much for the young man, and took over.
Don't you fucking pray!
Stupid son of a bitch.
What? I can't bear a war. Not dangerous. Everyone's afraid of them, but you're perfectly safe when I use them like this.
You bastard.
They had hit the most in his prime.
Hold on. What's he doing? You fool.
It's so...
I know you've been around longer than me, but I don't need your pity, old man.
Baki, do it!
There's no way he could have recovered.
Run! Pickle's down!
What I think he's doing? Baki, my boy, you're a born genius. Hell feels like Pickle. At this point, it's no longer a question of looking for an opponent's weak spot. It doesn't matter whether you're a child or the unconquerable Kaoru Hanayama. The intent is the same.
I've never seen Pickle in such a defensive posture before.
Baki's attack stung him badly, but it stung his pride. Kokkeiken, Yosoken, Toroken, Saruken, Yushoken. Genius, hope you haven't forgotten, Baki. Of all those beasts you've so perfectly emulated, there's not one of them that wouldn't be prey for Pickle. Miss. No, it can't be. Triceratops!
It's incredible. I did never believe myself. Woo! It's a flying bird! Is that what he's doing? Woo! That's a T-Rex!
In Pickle's eyes, he had transformed into the mightiest beasts that roamed the earth. He had never seen a monster like this.
Genius is the only word to describe how
Understandably, he mistook the pain he felt as coming from a T-Rex. The time it took for him to make contact with Baki Hanma was less than a second.
I thought, this fight right here, at that point, what really surprised me was that Baki stood his ground. He didn't even try to dodge. Full force of the attack. It was Pickle who was sent flying. All that Baki had done was flick his hand, doing away a fly. And yet somehow a man who weighs more than 450 pounds was sent flying up into the rafters by someone half his size with a...
One tough bastard. I peed in 8 different spots. As my territory.
The audacity!
Let's finish there. I want to do it this way at least once. Yes. Oh, man. You really are strong, aren't you? 𝒮𝒽𝓁𝓃𝓂𝒶𝓉𝓒e. Yeah, that's something I'd love to see. That would be a fight for all. What about his? The ogres. You know, I bet they'd even use the same stance. That's not it. Be interested in what I want to see. What would Baki Hanma do? I've lived for 18 years. I have lived to be the best. And I have followed in the footsteps of the most powerful being on Earth.
He wasn't just fighting anymore. More like he was performing a dance.
This was speed beyond speed.
Incredible. To think that Baki's fighting abilities have reached this level. Could any of those giants Baki has done?
It penetrated deep. The pain. Just as he had thought. He thought.
Not only is that caveman gonna get back up, but I think Baki's really made his blood boil now.
Here. It's been a long, hard battle. Now comes the war. This is his final form.
And that such a thing was even possible. Wounds.
Looks like he was shot with a machine gun.
There is only one thing it could mean. Was a man who had survived the jaws of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. We all simultaneously began to applaud.
He transformed into full...
So now we can really get down to business. This is when the real battle begins, right? I'm touched, Pickle.
Baki should have been sent flying by Pickle's blow, but he's barely budged.
Case, how can I even fight you? My moves. I've endured pain, honed my body, nourished myself, faced...
Awakened to his own history, he was now able to see Pickle's history as well.
What is it he's seen?
It's all-out war.
He's cornered Pickle!
His strength advantage wasn't working.
I can't even...
I told you. I'm staying right here. I'm not going anywhere.
Baki was on the verge of victory. As glory fell within him, a bad habit was born. It was a reckless act of insatiable greed on the young man's part. During the course of this contest, he had sensed his own fear. The fear of losing to this modern man. Their battle was over.